Okay, we're going to walk through how to do a Life by Design form. So what you're going to have is a folder. Let me pop up screen share here. You're going to have a folder that will have a blank Life by Design form in it, Life by Design forms for anyone on your team. There's going to be a how-to document that will walk you through exactly what to do and how to interpret this video as well. And then there's also going to be screenshots that show each step of the way. That'll be explained in the how-to video as well. The last document in here is the spending freeze activity. And this is really and truly where we're going to want to start. In order to create a Life by Design form that actually makes sense, let me pull up a blank one here. You're going to have to first have an understanding of what your spend is. So in order to put down what I spend in these categories of my personal life, first we need to go through and knock out the spending freeze activity. So with the spending freeze activity, what you're going to do is you're going to get 3 months of all of your credit card and bank statements, anything that you're using to spend money with, so credit cards, debit cards, etc. And you're going to download those as either a CSV file or go ahead and print them off so that you can highlight physically on paper. And we're going to get 7 colors together, and we're going to highlight based off of your cost of living. And this document will tell you what is included in cost of living in each of these categories. Transportation, groceries, which is separate from eating out. I call these your WTF expenses. What the heck? How did I spend this much money in this category? We're going to go through that as well. Savings and investments. Debt repayment also counts as a saving or investment. And then our last color is going to be our business expenses. So we can go through, categorize, and see what we're spending where. Also, if you go down, the rest of this page has a ton of information about tips and tricks on saving money, some other ways to just get a grip on what it is that we're spending. And then at the bottom, it talks about Life by Design form. So once we've gone through that, then we're going to go through and start to fill out our Life by Design form. So the first step is, if I can stop zooming in and out so much, is we're going to fill in your profit allocations. So on your blank Life by Design form, we're going to start with this very tippy top part, this chunk right here. Your profit allocations are what I call your Thrive number. This is what do I need to make my life worth living. This isn't just paying my bills. Once we've knocked out our Thrive number, then we're going to go in and we're going to add our personal expenses. So this is what does it cost me, this chunk right here. What does it cost me to live? Then we're going to go through and we're going to add in our business expenses. If you are on a team, if you are a member of a team, not the team owner, but a member of a team, you probably won't have most of these expenses down here. That's the benefit of being on a team, is that this is covered, majority-wise, is covered by your team. So you may have some dues, you may have some fees, you may have your licensure fee, that kind of thing. You may want to account for gas down here. You may pay for your coaching fees yourself, those kinds of things. But largely speaking, your business fees are going to be way less. We are going to put your cap in for whatever your market center cap is. Royalty is almost always 3,000. So I went ahead and plugged that in. And for if you are on a team, you're also not going to worry about this line here because we're going to factor in what your average commission is later on. So once we knock that out, then we're going to go through and figure out what is my average commission. We're going to add up our totals for each area here. So let me actually go back a line. Woof. So we're going to add up our totals, figure out what our average commission is. Once we have our average commission, we're going to factor in our taxes. This is where I want you to stop. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200 and check in with me and let's make sure that we are doing our taxes correctly. So ultimately, we're going to get to a point where we have our totals and we have nothing else on the sheet. You're going to check in with me and we're going to figure out what your taxes are. To do our taxes, all we're going to do here is figure out what is my tax rate? What am I anticipating being billed for by the government? And this is something you can check in with your CPA on. And then we're going to do 100% minus 24, in this case, percent, gives us 76. 76. What we're going to do to figure out how much am I going to be owed in taxes, because we need to be able to pay for all of our stuff and pay our taxes, like it or not. This is what it is. We're going to take this number, our total. So in this case, for their Thrive number, we've got 48,000. We're going to divide 48,000 by 76%. which gives us $63,158 total. This number, which is now blurry and choppy, is what we need to be able to pay for all the things that we want up here, as well as pay the $15,000 in taxes that we should be owing on this $48,000 that we're going to earn and spend. Okay, we're going to do that for each section. Once we figure out what our average commission is, we've got our taxes, everything's in here, we're going to be able to fill in what our total number of transactions needed to fund this goal, total number of transactions needed to fund this goal, and so on and so forth, to where ultimately we're going to get one specific number down here at the bottom. So this person, for example, will need to close 49.6 homes to meet her goals. Well, we can't close 0.6 homes, so this person needs to close 50 units to meet her goals. We now have extreme clarity over exactly how many units we need to cover our business expenses, to cover our personal expenses, and to cover our Thrive number, our goals to save, to go on trips, etc. If you have any issues or questions when you're working through this, just reach out to me and we'll work through it together.